Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name is Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
That shirt,
Yeah. I wore it just for you.
it's kind of wide open at the top.
Yeah. Well, it's a little bit, this shirt's a little bit big for me, but I like it because in the summertime, I don't know, it's made of that, whatever it is, fabric, that it's just a real nice summer shirt. You know what I'm saying? But it's a little bit big.
Yeah, it is.
Just not much, but just a little bit. So therefore, it kind of, when I leave the top button open, it shows.
It's very exposing.
Shows a little bit.
Yeah.
I wore it just for you today.
Well, as the one song goes, thanks a lot.
You bet. You have your top button. Your shirt's kind of opened up there quite a bit today too.
Oh no, yeah.
Or do you have a T-shirt on?
I don't have a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go down a couple buttons for you? And
I still have a couple of buttons that I could.
ooh, let's
move on.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been forgetting to do this, so I apologize. The Prairie Pioneer Center menu today, on this Thursday, is pork chops. Maybe you should stop by and have some pork chops.
Well, I do assume that they'll serve them to the wonderful people who attend at the Prairie Pioneer Center without someone taking a bite out of them.
I'm sure they will be whole.
I have a feeling. I hope.
They'll have pork chops, mashed potatoes and gravy, wax beans, dessert, and dinner roll today. Call them by 9 o'clock and let them know that you're coming at 872-6121, 872-6121.
I had a couple of people the other day ask me if I ate the pork chop. I did not. Couldn't. I just couldn't.
Well,
if you folks don't know, Dave, out of the kindness of his heart, was going to bring me over a pork chop that he cooked, or Joan cooked, and had a leftover, and was going to give it to me. And they brought it into the breakfast show, and when we opened it up, we realized that Dave had taken two great big bites out of it.
I couldn't help it.
Did you finish it? You did finish it.
Yes, I did.
You really did.
I ate it for dinner that day. I finished it off.
Did you use a knife and fork, or did you just pick it up with your hands and just finish it off?
Well, Joan was at the Red Barn that day.
Yeah.
So she wasn't around. So there was a container of potato salad in a little plastic container.
That's a good combination.
So
pork chops and potato salad.
Yeah. So I just put the pork chop on a plate, left the potato salad in the container, went in and put it on TV tray and watched something. I don't know what it was. And had lunch. And yes, I just picked it up, and I didn't have to have only just a fork for the potato salad. Very easy cleanup that way as well.
Oh, good.
There's a method.
Oh, yes.
Let's see.
Always a method to the madness.
Yes, always. Okay, we are going to dive into some information here.
Okay.
This is National Kissing Day.
Oh, all right. Well, wonderful.
So it goes back quite a ways. The first kiss is a big deal. Many of you out there can remember your first kiss, quite possibly. And it's been going on a long time. Scientists now thought kissing started in India. Well, let's put it this way. I guess I'm off here. Anthropologists found evidence of the first kiss from nearly 5,000 years ago. Clay tablets found in what's now Iraq are proof that people have been smooching for that long.
Wow.
Until now, scientists thought kissing started in India 1,000 years later, but suggest the kissing didn't start in one place and likely developed naturally among different ancient cultures. You know, Eskimos rub noses, and other people like to smooch. They used to call it necking. I don't know if they still call it necking or not. But it all started thousands of years ago. When your first kiss occurred, I'm going to guess would be within the last 100 years.
Yeah.
It's also Stupid Guy Thing Day.
Okay. Stupid Guy Thing Day.
Yeah. Celebrating all the dumb things that guys do that really annoy the ladies, like leaving the toilet seat up, not listening, and never planning a date, and how about taking their sweet time texting you back. Now, that's modern day frustration. Why didn't you text me back? Because it takes about a half hour to do a sentence. It'd be easier to just talk on the phone. Oh, sorry. Anyway, those are some of the things that Stupid Guy Thing Day stands for.
All right. But so we're allowed to do those things today because we're celebrating. Is that the deal?
It doesn't really say.
Right?
It doesn't really say whether we're supposed to be better at it today and not frustrate them or go ahead and enjoy ourselves.
Okay. All right.
I'm not sure. National Chocolate Eclair Day.
I don't know if I've ever had an eclair.
The word eclair is French for lightning, but no one knows why they named it after the chocolate or, put it to the chocolate. They're very good.
Yeah.
They're very tasty. And this one I find very interesting, National Onion Rings Day.
I love onion rings.
They've been around since the early 1800s, but they didn't become real popular. And I like this. I like this story. Didn't really become popular until the A&W restaurant chain made them part of their menu back in the 1960s.
Okay.
Now, we used to have an A&W here, right where the Whiskey Barrel is.
Oh, really?
That was an A&W there.
Uh-huh.
And for a while, they had a putt-putt golf course behind it there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it was a drive-up. You could drive up, and then later they added an inside restaurant to it. But, yeah, you could go root beer float and, all of those good things. But the onion rings became popular because of A&W. Is there still an A&W in North Platte?
No.
Oh,
No, hasn't been there for quite some time now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad. I remember going there with the kids, taking the kids.
Yeah, went there many times. Loved the A&W restaurant.
Yeah. It was also very popular here at about 11 o'clock.
Oh, yeah?
When the A&W closed. This would have been back in the late 60s, early 70s.
It was popular when it closed.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because that's when the car hops got off work.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So you drive by to be a friendly gentleman and see if they needed a ride home.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
All right, it's National HVAC Tech Day as well. Who would not be in worse shape if we didn't have HVAC people?
Boy, I don't know.
Heat and cool.
Yeah.
Right now, down in Texas, I don't know if you heard this on the news this morning, they have had tornadoes and a heat wave, and many people down there are without any cooling processes at all. And they set a record yesterday of 114 degrees in this one part of Texas. So there's, life-threatening situations there.
Yeah.
So we take our hats off to the National HVAC Tech Day. And this is also the World Barista Championship. I think we should ask Grant about this.
Yeah, Grant is a... do you get licensed? Are baristas, are you licensed for that?
I don't know.
But I think Grant was one. I think he could even make the little leaf in your coffee
little
cup.
Designs on your top of your, whatever your, coffee you're getting. They're holding a World Barista Championship in Athens, Greece today.
Does it list the categories?
No, it does.
What they compete in?
48 of the planet's best coffee concoctors will elaborate with their brews and show the judges how in-depth they are, and secretly rolling their eyes whenever someone asks for the 7th pump of caramel.
I see.
Or caramel.
Okay. Caramel.
Birthdays today, very important birthday.
Yeah.
Sandra, or some folks call her Sandy, Shea is celebrating her birthday today.
Wonderful. Happy birthday.
And I believe I was told she is 39.
Really? Oh,
I
great.
believe that's what I understood. But
Older than I thought.
yeah, no kidding. I agree with that. Sandy or Sandra, you're celebrating your birthday with Meryl Streep,
Oh, wow.
Oscar-winning actress, Academy Awards, won 21 Academy Awards. She is talented.
Wow.
74 years young today. Chris Christopherson, celebrating his birthday today, part of the Highwaymen, and he was a big star in the Star is Born movie many years ago, back in the 70s version. And he's been an actor and singer for many years. He's 85
Wow.
today. Todd Rundgren is a Rock and Roll Hall of Famer, and he is 75 today.
Okay.
Cyndi Lauper,
Oh, yeah. Girls just want to have fun.
she is 70 today.
Really?
Yeah, she doesn't look it. I've seen her in some interviews lately. She does not look 70 years old, just like all the folks in this part of the world.
Yeah.
Peter Asher is 79 today.
No idea.
Oh, Peter and Gordon.
Still no idea.
Doesn't ring a bell?
No.
You're too young. He is a musician, manager, and producer, and was one half of the British singing duo Peter and Gordon before managing the careers of James Taylor, Linda Ronstadt, and many other artists. And he's also a host of a radio show about the Beatles. I did not know that. And Peter Asher, 79 today. So let's see if we can honor that gentleman by slowly typing in. There's Peter Frampton. There's Peter and Gordon.
Oh.
I don't have probably one of their bigger hits. I don't have it in the playlist. I Go to Pieces. They did that. And almost, I Go to Pieces, I Almost Cry. But this one is really one that I think hits the spot. Happy birthday, Peter, to you on this 22nd day of June. Peter and Gordon, A World Without Love. Ah, the old A&W. Brings back some great memories. Dog and Suds, too. That was a good one.
Oh, yeah. I remember Dog and Suds here.
Yeah. What is the Sonic is about the only one I know of that's really consistent now in actually having car hops.
Probably. Yeah,
Sonic.
I guess I can't really think of another
Yeah.
that's quite like that.
Did you ever been to one where they come out on roller skates?
No, never have been. No.
That'd be cool. Imagine what could happen if they hit a rock with their skate.
I think my mom years ago took Shelley and the girls to a restaurant in Branson where they it was inside, but I think everybody was on roller skates.
Oh yeah, inside.
I didn't go, but I think the girls did. I may be wrong on that. It seems like there was a restaurant in Branson that used to serve you that way.
Well, if Mom's listening, she could probably text
Yeah, she
you.
probably will.
My pocket just buzzed, and I
Uh-oh.
haven't looked yet to see whether it's a friendly buzz or. Oh, that's install later. Yeah, we'll do that. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Is your phone like mine? You get notifications or whatever. You know, if you have apps or something, you get notifications and it buzzes or goes off just like if someone texts you. So you never know. Is it a text? Is it a notification?
Yeah.
Jones
does that more
drives
than
me
mine.
crazy.
I've limited mine. I don't have all the news. She wants to know what the news is, so she has news things going on all the time.
Yeah.
I don't have as many of those services as she does, so it.
Yeah, my deal's the MLB app and ESPN.
Yeah.
It's constantly going on.
That's where you get those.
That's where I get those.
All right, we're going to play the game, and looks like maybe line 2's locked up right now, so we'll play the game and see if we can get you in on 5881.
Oh, you still want to play?
I think we can.
Okay.
We'll try it.
The trivia question is about hit songs of 1973. Which one of these Motown singers had a #1 U.S. hit single with the song Let's Get It On in 1973?
All right.
Who sang it? Your choices are Marvin Gaye, Al Green, Eddie Kendricks, or Jermaine Jackson.
Okay.
Which one of these Motown singers had a #1 U.S. hit single with the song Let's Get It On in 1973? Choices are Marvin Gaye, Al Green, Eddie Kendricks, or Jermaine Jackson. If you know, call us at 872-2801.
Nope, you'll have to call us at 872-5881. 872-5881. Line 2 is busy right now, so call us at 872-5881.
Is pain keeping you from doing what you love? If your neck, shoulders, back, or knees are preventing you from feeling your best, it's time to take action. Whether you've had it for years or it's due to a recent injury, you don't have to live with the pain. Pearson Physical Therapy of Broken Bow offers personalized treatments and flexible appointments that work around your busy schedule. Call Pearson Physical Therapy at 872-5800 or visit us on the web at pearsonpt.com. The treatment you need, the care you deserve.
There are many good reasons to pre-select your family memorial. During the month of June is one more good reason. Palmer Monuments After Memorial Day Sale. Go and see Palmer Monument today, and when you bring the coupon from the newspaper, receive additional savings off their already reduced prices. Their goal is to assist you in selecting a memorial that best fits your family needs, and they'll save you money too. During the After Memorial Day sale at Palmer Monument Company of Broken Bow and Lexington.
We have a caller on line 1, and I did not get a chance to talk to them. I'm assuming we have a contestant on line 1. Good morning. Who are we talking to?
Good morning, Dave. This is John Harmon.
Hi, John. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Not too darn bad. I saw you walking the other day, real positive, upbeat walk. I think you must be feeling good.
I must be.
You must be. You look like you're feeling good when you're walking. That's a good sign, John.
That is a good sign.
Yes,
I agree.
Yes, it is. All right, see if we can pick up your day a little bit with a prize.
Okay, John,
Okay.
which one of these Motown singers had a #1 U.S. hit single with the song Let's Get It On? Do you need the choices?
I was going to say Marvin Gaye.
That's it. Yes, you got it, John. It was Marvin Gaye, of course. And because you've answered correctly, we have a certificate that'll get you a free Subway sandwich, 6-inch, at Subway in Broken Bow. So come on out and see us when you can.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
You
Thanks,
bet.
John.
Have a good day.
You too. You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. The bribes yesterday were fabulous for the
Bribes?
Dave Promo
Oh,
mowing prize and the steel trimmer from RTA's Hardware. Have yours truly come on behalf of Dave's Knife Sharpening and Lawn Service, along with Ace Hardware's trimmer that you would get absolutely free to use on your own yard. People were calling in, and I've been offered a buffet after the mowing has been completed. I think we're up to a 6-pack of Coronas now on one of the callers. And there were some other offers of tea and treats afterwards. But most importantly, I want to come to the Lucky Winner's lawn and manicure it. Not mow it, manicure it with the zero turn and those extra sharp blades sharpened by Dave's Knife Sharpening Services, along with the lawn service. And so today we're really going to open things up. We have a little extra time today because our remote broadcast from Sargent comes in the 9 o'clock hour towards the bottom half. So we have some extra time here. But I will try to gently change the rules here today.
oh.
We have so much, this promotion is so popular and is in such high demand that people are calling in like crazy, right?
Yeah, multiple times.
Yeah. And I think to give everybody a even chance, because the phone line is just lit up, and some of the same people are calling and registering, 2 and 3 times, which I thought was completely fine until yesterday. And then we got to thinking, well, there's probably people that would like to get registered that are not getting in. So what we're going to do is limit you to 1 registration per breakfast show.
Okay.
Okay?
So you can call in every day.
Every day.
But just get registered once a day.
Yeah, and it's our fault we didn't set it up. Well, we didn't know how popular this prize was going to be. I mean, it's being sought as a value that...
I have to be honest, I've been surprised at how often the phone is rung.
I mean, Brent himself has mentioned the high value of this particular prize. By the time you put that...
Oh, yeah, if you look at what Dave charges, I mean, hey, this is probably one of the biggest prizes money-wise that we've ever given away if we go by what you charge.
Yes, and have you seen the new video that was created by Jeremy Shipe?
Is it finished?
It's on Facebook right now.
Are you serious? Oh, no, I haven't seen it. I've not seen the finished product.
So if you go to Sandhills Express and then click on the little Facebook up on top there, it'll take you to the Facebook, or some of you look at it every day anyway. But Jeremy has posted an actual documentation of what's been happening in our neighborhood. So you might want to check that out. And I've seen some comments that some people really enjoyed the video. I've also had a negative comment I saw where a guy named Rex said it was fake because I don't know how to work. Things like that. So anyway.
Yeah, so the video kind of lays the foundation for how this all got started. Yeah.
Yes, that's right. That's right. So we'll take a time out and we'll continue with the breakfast show with these words.
And action!
It's Dave and Brent getting the action started on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN.
Preserving our heritage, planning our future. Custer County Foundation.
Give for Custer County is a fundraising campaign to support the work of Custer County nonprofits that have registered to participate. Donations can be made June 15th through June 30th to be counted towards Give for Custer County. This is important because there's a $50,000 matching pool and incentive prizes for the 29 participating nonprofits. Can't donate in person? Online donations will be accepted through June 30th. To learn more, go to CusterCountyFoundation.org/give for Custer County. That's CusterCountyFoundation.org/give4 Custer County. Going on through June 30th. Give for Custer County.
Preserving our heritage, planning our future. Custer County Foundation.
Lashley Land Recreational Brokers is proud to offer Custer County Canyons and Wildlife, a 721-acre ranch located approximately 8 miles southeast of Arnold, Nebraska. These picturesque canyons are full of a wide variety of wildlife, to the extent this would be an outfitter's dream. The property is available as a whole or in 2 tracts. Call me, John Farley.
up soon. It's coming up on July 8th, so mark your calendar. Starts at 9 a.m. to attend the Judy Broman Estate Auction with John Broman guest consigner. The auction will be held 11 miles east of Broken Bow on the Callaway Road to Road 429, then east 1 mile to the auction site. Be listening next week for more details on the auction, but it is scheduled for July 8th.
All right, thank you very much. And while we're talking about Farmers National and Dave Davis Auction Service, Jim was up at Anselmo this past weekend on Saturday for the benefit auction for all the fire departments who fought fires in April. And you'll find Jim doing a lot of that. So if you get a chance sometimes, thank Jim for all the hours and hours he's put in, you know, as an auctioneer, not only serving his customers, but serving the communities around the area. He's done a fantastic job of that and should be noted. You'll hear him again during the 4-H livestock auction, FFA auction in July, and he'll have some other auctioneers with him that do the same. And he does the gala for the foundation, and you just see him doing a lot of that. And I know they have other things they could be doing with their lives because that's what they do for a living. And of course, Kathy was running the books and helping with that, and they just do a lot of that. So thanks a lot. We really appreciate it. News is next.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. The Coast Guard says it's still focused on a rescue despite an oxygen crunch on the submersible that disappeared Sunday with 5 people on board on a trip to the Titanic wreckage. Former U.S. Naval Commander David Marquet.
I find it ominous. I find that it's a signal that crew's incapacitated.
CBS Mornings first to report former Texas Congressman Will Hurd, a fierce critic of former President Trump, is joining the race for the Republican presidential nomination.
No, I would not pardon him. And people that are talking about pardoning him right now when the case hasn't even started is insane to me.
At least 4 people have been killed in a small town in northern Texas after a tornado tore through. KWTV storm chaser Val Castor.
People down here in Matador, Texas definitely need your prayers. They're looking for an RV with 2 people in it. It's gone. It's just completely gone.
Parts of Texas are bracing for more extreme heat today. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
In Nebraska news, an Omaha man will be sentenced in August on reduced charges related to a series of robberies last fall on the UNK campus. Court records show 19-year-old Toby Okafor was convicted of multiple misdemeanor charges, including 2 counts of third-degree assault and 1 count of criminal mischief. He had been charged with 3 counts of felony robbery, but those charges were amended to the misdemeanor crimes in a plea agreement. He'll be sentenced August 7th. 2 UNK students claim Okafor robbed them on campus last fall. They reported a wallet containing a debit card and other personal items were stolen. A 3rd UNK student accused Okafor of stealing her cell phone on October 30th. Okafor is a former UNK student and football player. He had previously been sentenced to jail and probation for assault and trespassing convictions concerned to an off-campus fight in December of 2021.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
News from the NBA on the eve of tonight's NBA draft. The Celtics, Wizards, and Grizzlies have reportedly agreed on a 3-team deal that would send Kristaps Porzingis to Boston, Marcus Smart to Memphis, and Tyus Jones to Washington. News from college basketball. ESPN reporting that the University of Connecticut and their head basketball coach Dan Hurley agree on a new 6-year contract that will guarantee him nearly $33 million and make him among the highest-paid college basketball coaches in the country. In baseball games of note, the Reds make it 11 wins in a row with a 5-3 win over the Rockies. It's their longest winning streak since 1957. Giants have won 10 straight after a 4-2 win over the Padres. Twins get by the Red Sox 5-4 in 10 innings. Guardians edge the A's 7-6, so Minnesota still has that 1-game lead on Cleveland for first in the AL Central. Rays beat the Orioles 7-2. Tampa Bay now 5 games up on Baltimore in the AL East. Rangers AL West leaders beat the White Sox 6-3. Diamondbacks NL West leaders beat the Brewers 5-1.
Here's your weatherology forecast. Partly sunny for today, showers and storms in the area. Highs top out near 80 degrees. Wind southeasterly 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly cloudy, chance for more showers and storms. Lows drop to 61. Winds turn to the east-northeast, 5 to 10. And then Friday, partial sunshine possible at times. Shower and storm chances continue, and highs head back to around 80. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Phil Jensko.
Have you Googled yourself lately? Are there negative posts from an ex-employee or from a former client? Maybe an outdated news article or sensitive personal information about your family? Search engines don't always get it right. For right or wrong, it's your reputation on the line. That's where Reputation Defender by Norton comes in. One of the most trusted names in online reputation repair. Reputation Defender has been fixing people's search results for over 15 years. Their cutting-edge approaches help you to wipe away unwanted information in your search results. They also promote the good stuff so that it rises to the top, helping you put your best foot forward. Your good name is too valuable to leave to the whims of a Google algorithm. Take control with Reputation Defender. You can start by getting your free reputation report card at reputationdefender.com or call 800-401-6681 to speak to an expert. That's 800-401-6681.
69 degrees. We'll call it partly sunny now. That sun is burning through some cloud cover out there. Very sticky morning. The humidity was very high this morning. It was a little hazy and some fog in the area, and you could feel it in the air. Winds are very, very light out of the south, of blowing at all right now. Barometric pressure leveling at 30.08, humidity at 93%. Our high yesterday was 75 with an overnight low of 60. Sunset today at 9:16. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:05. Are you all right over there?
Yeah.
2 inches and 31/100ths precipitation recorded so far this month.
I'm sorry, did my yawn go over the air?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I didn't. I didn't.
Fortunately, I didn't have the picture on.
I didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
Call A1 Auto in Arnold for a free summer inspection. And going on trips, we get in a hurry. We don't often maybe take the time to make sure our vehicles are ready to go and will get us safely to and from our vacation destination and back. And they'll make sure your vehicle is road ready, trip ready, whether you want to make sure that your vehicle can handle the drive on your next vacation or just whether your air conditioning is going to work for you when it warms up here, and it's going to do that. Might need some attention, and it's best to work ahead of time and get it fixed and get it ready to go before the temperature comes up, and they can help you with your air conditioning on your automobile at A1 Auto Repair. Not everybody can do that, by the way, so it's nice to have a vendor that can. A1 Auto works on a wide variety of vehicles, from your old school Fords and Chevys or Dodge trucks or cars to the newest vehicles out on the road. And they treat every customer as if that's their only customer at A1 Auto Repair in Arnold. Ready to get on the road this summer? Well, make sure by going to A1 Auto, Arnold, Nebraska, at 110 East 7th Avenue in Arnold. That's their new location. For service that could be just a little bit faster, call ahead for an appointment at 308-848-2542. 308-848-2542. That's the number to call for A1 Auto in Arnold, Nebraska. All right, we'll take a quick time out. When we come back, got a little champagne for you this morning. Stay tuned.
Don't want to mow, fertilize, and water your lawn all summer? Buffalo grass seed from Aeroseed and Broken Bow may be your answer. Aeroseed's turf-type buffalo grass varieties are adapted to all dry, sunny, hardland soils in the Great Plains. Sundancer, Aeroseed's newest variety, is the most advanced turf-type buffalo grass available to the turf industry today. Late spring and early summer is the best time to plant. For more info about low-maintenance buffalo grass, call or stop by Aeroseed and Broken Bow or visit aeroseed.com.
Summer is finally here. Burning Bank can help with your summer travel and fun with our new My Card feature on our Burning Bank app. Are you budgeting for your summer activities? Easily track your recent debit card transactions. Are you traveling for vacation? Simply plug in your destinations to make spending money wherever you are easy and convenient. Misplaced your debit card? Shut your card off with the flip of a switch. No matter where the summer takes you, Burning Bank is always here. Download our Burning Bank app today and check out the My Card feature. Burning Bank. Build, grow, thrive. Member FDIC.
Is it time for your whole family to update their sandals or flip-flops? Look no further than Bo Bootery in Broken Bow. Right now, enjoy 20% off all sandals and flip-flops. Summer is officially here this week, so there's no better time than now to find fun, comfortable, and stylish shoes that range from casual to dressy. 20% off sandals and flip-flops this week at your home-owned shoe store, Bo Bootery on the Square.
12 past the hour of 8 o'clock, and Christy is in the studio. Christy with a Y. Christine, actually.
Happy belated birthday.
Yeah.
Did I ever actually tell you happy birthday?
I don't think so.
I didn't
but
think so
thanks.
either. I apologize for that. Happy birthday.
That's
little late.
okay. You know, the fun part about Facebook is all that, holy cow, you really get wished happy birthday a lot.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes you feel really special.
It does.
Problem is, your kids now don't even reach out to you personally anymore. They just
funny,
do
yeah.
it on Facebook or send you a text.
Yeah. My girls were we celebrate, well, we had Sunday, of course, Father's Day, Monday anniversary, and and Tuesday my birthday. So we just all celebrated Sunday pretty much for everything. But on the actual birthday, Sydney had some question and she texted me, and then about a couple hours later she went, "Oh my gosh, happy birthday."
Whoops.
So, yeah, they do pretty good.
That's good.
I think you have another birthday in the family today.
Oh, what is today, the 22nd?
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
It's Kim's birthday.
Yeah, Kimberly Parts.
Oh, nice. Happy birthday,
Yeah.
Kimster.
Yeah, the old Kimster having a birthday today. And happy birthday. So what do you have for us, Christy?
So I'm just thinking, I can do this a little bit better than you guys because you're not as familiar with this business. So I thought I'd help you out on this one.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's a good way to put that.
This is one of my newer advertisers, and they've been really fun to get to know. So I went to visit with her the last couple of weeks ago, and it was just kind of fun trying to find this place because they are between Callaway and Gothenburg out in the country. But when I got there, I was just amazed at their building and the services they offer and how many people they do serve. So it's Moline Seed and Fence, and they've been in business for 10 years, located north of Gothenburg. Their address is actually Gothenburg, but she was explaining to me how they service so many Custer County customers that, the Gothenburg address really doesn't mean that's all they serve. So right now they were highlighting their Gallagher Liquid Monitoring, which is the checking water tanks. It takes helps you take the expense out of checking tanks. Gallagher Liquid Monitoring is here. No need for cell service. They run fully off of satellite, giving you your exact water level in your tank all the time. So another one of those technology things that farmers can just check from their phone, their water tank level, which sounded really cool. But she was excited that they are getting these in. So they bring you the best technology to help your ranch run more efficiently. They also have fencing, barbless wire, staple guns and staples, heavy-duty gates, panels, creosote posts, hedge, electric rod, fiberglass, and T-post as well for post, and all kinds of ranching equipment. So her name is Shane. Call Shane today at Moline Seed and Fence, 308-529-0781, and they also have a website at molineseedandfence.com.
Well, we sometimes forget until we drive to Gothenburg that the Custer County border is just north of Gothenburg itself. So Custer County is, ripe for serving that area because we are sometimes forgetful that we reach that far down there as far as our county lines go. And a lot of those folks down that live near Gothenburg come to Custer County to do their courthouse activities. So we're all one big community, but they're out there. Where again?
So from Cozad, you turn and go towards Gothenburg on the road, the highway that goes to Gothenburg. But at Stop Table Road is where I could cut across. And that was about, I think, 8 to 10 miles of dirt roads of winding through. And that was the cut across road she told me about so that I didn't have to go all the way. Because if you put it in your phone, I think it might take you clear to the Gothenburg Highway, which I don't know what highway that is, that goes to Gothenburg. And then they do have a sign on that highway that says Moline Seed and Fence, and
Okay.
it kind of
All right.
gets you back into the dirt roads, and you wind around. And like I said, it's just kind of a neat little place. When I got there, there was one of her helpers had a little goat in their lap, warming the goat up for he'd been born that night before, and so they were trying to get his temperature up. It was just kind of fun to visit with them.
It's great.
Yeah.
Sounds like they do a whale of a business.
They do. So yeah, really, it was just amazing how many phone calls she was getting as I was there, doing business on the phone and getting orders and saying I can deliver them today. And so very easy to work with, it looked like. So give her a call.
All right. Thanks, Christy.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
You're
We'll
welcome.
Take a time out, then we'll get to that champagne. That's next.
Hello, I'm Chris Smith of the Palmer Monument Company. You already know about the advantages of pre-selecting your family memorial. Now there's yet another good reason to come and see us today. For the entire month of June, with a coupon from the newspaper, you'll receive additional savings off our already sale prices. We'll assist you in selecting the stone, the inscription, and the artwork, and we'll save you money too. Come see us during the After Memorial Day sale at the Palmer Monument Company in Broken Bow and Lexington.
Varney Health Mart is your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy, as well as a helpful place to pick up unique gifts and toys. Varney Health Mart's selection of children's books is stocked with great options to read with your toddler. We all know reading helps build language and thinking skills. Even before children can talk, Storytime helps build babies' brains. What a great baby shower gift a book would make. Check them out at Varney Health Mart, downtown Broken Bow. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
You're waking up with The Breakfast Show, KCNI, KBBN Radio.
I love it.
yes, a champagne jam from the Atlanta Rhythm section, just for you from us here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Going to be broadcasting live from Sargent in the 9 o'clock hour later to learn more about the Sargent Fair and Chokecherry Jamboree. And Jeremy and I believe Shannon are headed that way here in just a little bit if they're not gone already. Well, I just saw Shannon, so I guess I figured she's still here. But they'll get going. They'll get over there and get on the air for us. We're also going to be visiting with Subway before we close the show and Off-Broadway Assisted Living. So we have a few things going on. One of the things that I heard a rumor, and I didn't want to get it on the air.
Are you sure you want to go there? It's a rumor.
Yeah.
You've just announced it. It's a rumor.
It was a rumor.
You want to share a rumor on the air?
It's confirmed.
Oh, a confirm. Okay, so if it's a rumor that has been confirmed,
yes,
then it's no longer a rumor, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
I just confirmed it.
Oh, all right.
With Brew Breakers over in Arnold.
Oh, yeah, nice place.
Yeah, very nice. Right on Main Street there on the business street.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful renovated building. They're a historic place. I believe they're a passport stop. And they have all sort of things going on. We've talked about it often.
Yes.
We do live reads for them. Rumor has now been confirmed.
Oh, confirmed rumor. So it's fact.
It's fact. Brad Adkins.
No Brad. Yeah.
Generous guy.
Great
known
guy.
him for years.
Yep.
Auctioneer. Just a true blue guy.
I think you could say a pillar of the community. Think so?
Well, if he isn't, he's darn close to a pillar. Some people call him a pill, but he could be a pillar. Anyway, I heard a rumor, and then I confirmed it just moments ago.
Okay, so it's fact.
If you go into Brewbakers and say, I heard on the breakfast show on
From Dave.
From Dave on KCNI, KBBN radio, that Brad would buy me a coffee treat. Anything,
oh, wow. Really?
Anything from the coffee bar there.
For anybody?
Anybody. Just go in and say, I heard Brad Atkins is buying me a coffee, and I heard it on the breakfast show.
Wow. So go in, order a coffee, and say, charge it to Brad.
Charge it to Brad Atkins.
Per what I heard on the breakfast show.
Right on.
Wow. What a generous human being.
He is so nice. He is so nice. And we have to kind of run it through the breakfast show because he's kind of shy about his generosity.
Oh.
And so we're promoting that little project. I don't know how long Brad will do this, but within the next, I guess, few days or weeks, however long his generosity lasts.
Yeah, till the money runs out.
Yeah, till he has to go do another auction to pay for it with the coffee. We'll just promote it and let you know that Brad Atkins, did I mention it? Brad Atkins.
That's what you said.
A pillar of the community will buy you a coffee of your choice, a drink of your choice, cold or hot, at Brewbakers in Arnold, Nebraska. Just say, charge it to Brad. I heard it on the breakfast show. Charge it to Brad.
Okay. That's wonderful. What a generous thing to do.
I'd almost drive over there and get one myself just so Brad would buy me a coffee.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it over the weekend.
He doesn't even drink coffee.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No, he's so generous, he doesn't even drink it. He'll buy it for you.
Oh, wow. Amazing.
I thought so.
That's the kind of people that live in this area.
That's right. Brad sets a good example. He is a pillar of the community. Brad Atkins, buying you a coffee at Brewbakers. Just go in, say, I heard it on the breakfast show over there on KCNI, KBBN, and I heard Brad would buy me a coffee. Or whatever particular, mocha or whatever you like.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah. Whatever you like that they serve from the coffee bar there at Brewbakers, Brad will buy it for you.
Oh.
You heard it first right here on The Breakfast Show.
His headphones are going on. The mower is fired up. You have the entire next song to call in and get registered for Dave's promo giveaway.
All right, the phone was ringing off the hook, and we picked up, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new contestants.
Wow.
One of those contestants mentioned a 12-pack of my favorite beverage will be rewarded to yours truly after I manicure their lawn and hand over that steel trimmer from Ace Hardware.
This is unbelievable. People are registering for a free prize. Free. You coming over, manicuring their yard, getting that beautiful new weed trimmer from RTA's Hardware, and now they're offering that if they win, they're going to take care of you when you're done. Whether it be with people. One person even said that they would have you stick around for like supper or something.
A buffet. Gonna have a
Unbelievable.
Buffet. One winner will get a free lawn mow from Dave, me, yours truly, and steel string trimmer from RTA's Hardware, as you mentioned. Enter when you hear the prompt on the breakfast show. One registration per show only, please. We kind of changed that up a little bit. You must be 18 years old to win, and the winner must be inside or within 10 miles of Custer County.
Oh, there you go.
And you can have your lawn mowed and managed and manicured.
But that, what you said about the 10 miles, that's Custer County, right?
Yes.
Is that what you said?
Yeah, so you go all the borders of Custer County and 10 miles beyond.
Okay.
You might take a look at the full contest rules on sandhillsexpress.com. Before entering, you must be 18 to participate. And that's the rules, and there's a whole lot of legal jargon with that Jeremy has, we're required to have.
Yeah.
Take a long time to read that. So, again, folks, I'd just like to verify and make it a fact, not a rumor. Brad Adkins in Arnold, Brubaker's Coffee House and Gift Shop. He is, out of his generosity, offering just to buy you a coffee or a drink of your choice at the coffee shop there in Arnold. And all you have to do is say, I heard on the breakfast show on KCNI KBBN that Brad would buy me a coffee this morning. And they'll serve you the coffee, and Brad will pay the bill later. That's what I heard. It's fact. Jack.
Brad and the breakfast show. That just kind of has a nice ring to it.
Working together as one. And I'm proud to say we're working with the pill of the community. Pillar, Brad Atkins. The Nebraska Department of Transportation has a couple of job openings here that you might want to listen carefully for here.
All right.
The highway maintenance worker position, Ansley and Broken Bow, and they offer training and career development, advancement opportunities, ample paid time off, a work-life balance, comprehensive benefits package, including matching retirement contribution. And at the Nebraska Department of Transportation, they reward their employees' hard work with friendly and supportive work environment that encourages creativity and innovation. Now, you must apply online for these jobs. So go online to statejobs.nebraska.gov, complete the application. The state of Nebraska is an equal opportunity employer and veterans preference employer.
Don't forget, Market on the Square is today in downtown Broken Bow. The Broken Bow Chamber of Commerce invites you down for Market on the Square, 3 to 7 today. And here are the vendors who are planning to be there on this Thursday. Chewy El Profe, Anna's Papooses, Abraham's Kettle Corn, Tropical Snow, U.S. Cellular, Mickey's Greenhouse. Now, there's a couple here that in parentheses say if the weather cooperates, which I think it's kind of showing it will today. Rodeo Mom Tumblers, Debbie D's, Steve Summer will be there with his Rocks and Fossils, Christian Life Center, Pam Chamberlain, The Secret Garden, Morning Lark Crochet, Dickerson Chip Repair, Keegan's Burning Skulls, EK Farm Goods, Lifting Spirits, Kane USA Beef, St. Paul Evangelical Lutheran Church, and Chris Sittler's Tupperware. Also, Emily Glaus is scheduled to be there as well, and in parentheses next to her name it says petition for bettering the Broken Bow Public Schools. So stop on down to Market on the Square and visit with Emily about that today. Mark your calendars for Crazy Days. It's coming soon, coming up on July 6th. And it says also mention the Donut Dash from the info sheet. I will do that. The Donut Dash is scheduled for July 8th. Cost is $25 to get involved. 8 o'clock in the morning on July 8th will be check-in. 9 o'clock is when the races start at Melham Park. So contact the Broken Bow Chamber of Commerce to get registered for the Donut Dash, which is scheduled for July 8th. And the Broken Bow Chamber also reminds you that Crazy Days is scheduled for July 6th in Broken Bow.
Those are kisses.
What is that?
Those are kisses. It's National
Those
Kiss
are
Day.
kisses. Oh, wow. Okay.
Sounds more like a chipmunk to me.
Those are kissing sound effects. Wow.
You might want to give Brad.
I don't know. It's just uncomfortable even listening to that.
Well,
what in the world?
One kiss.
Where
would be
did you
sufficient.
find those sound effects at?
Just
Hope
says
you didn't
kissing
pay
sound.
for them.
No.
Okay.
It's a kissing sound.
Oh.
You could probably give Brad Atkins a kiss after he bought you a coffee at Brubaker's in Arnold. You'd probably like that.
That is the most awful kissing sound effect I've ever heard.
It's not good, is it?
No, it's terrible.
I guess it's the thought that counts.
Cold as it was for this day.
for Sports. They're prepared to gear you up for whatever sport you play. Visit them soon in Broken Bow, Geared for Sports.
Aero Aviation, let us take control.
Remember the time you used to spend fighting weeds and bugs? Now you can spend that time elsewhere because aerial application is your best advantage against these problems. Let Aero Aviation take control.
When you need a helping hand to get the most from your land, Aero Aviation, let us take control.
For over 50 years, Aero Aviation has served the area. Contact Casey for your aerial application today.
Summer is in full swing, and your friends at Gary's Superfoods are excited to pass savings along to you. Right now, 85% lean ground beef is $3.99 a pound in a family pack, and USDA choice chuck steaks are $4.99 a pound. Delicious fresh pints of blueberries or strawberries are 2 for $5. Start your mornings with General Mills cereals at 2 for $8. And don't forget our family orange juices, just $2.99. Gary's Superfoods open 7 days a week on South B Street in Broken Bow.
The music to get your day started right.
I listen every morning.
The Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN.
That was a kiss. All right.
It's National Kissing Day.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
We're honoring that on The Breakfast Show. We also want to bring you this story. I was talking with Catherine a little bit ago. She was one of our qualifiers. And I told her, did you hear about the new chicken meat being made? Not through chickens. She hadn't heard.
Well, it's not meat then.
Well, USDA approved it. Lab-grown chicken meat. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
U.S. Department of Agriculture has approved the sale of cell-cultivated poultry, a.k.a. test tube chicken. The stuff is made of using actual chicken stem cells that are grown in an incubator. And it supposedly smells and tastes just like chicken. I know you've heard that before, but this is probably a little bit more notable. They haven't had it in stores yet, but they plan to make it to the United States, only the second country in the world besides Singapore approving the sale of lab-grown meat. That is disturbing, I think.
That's, yeah. I guess my first question is why? I mean, just,
well, here's their thoughts on it.
Okay.
It was on CBS this morning.
Oh, was it?
And they had one of the scientists, and they said, well, their thoughts are the animal doesn't have to be slaughtered. That doesn't, chickens only live about, what, 2 years or 3 years? But anyway, that's their argument.
I see.
The other side of it is you don't use resources such as water and land and that to feed the chicken. They just grow in a tube, which seems really weird. I don't think they can raise as good a tasting chicken as Catherine can, because there's something about having a chicken running around and exercising a little bit. I don't know about being born in a dish.
Yeah, I don't know. Man.
Kind of weird, huh?
Yeah, just again, technology, I guess it would fall under that realm. Just crazy.
Yeah. Well, that's just the way it is, my friend. That's just the way it is.
The mower is fired up, and Dave is grooving along, cutting the grass. Call 308-872-2801.
I don't know. We've done the same thing in our family. We need to get together and sit down and write some of this down or record it, or know, because this history goes away with our loved ones, and it's so important to remember it and pass it along from generation to generation. And you get to probably hear a lot of that, because I'm sure around the lobby, around the dinner tables, there's a lot of that goes on.
Yes. Yep.
That's great. That's great. Do you know Brent Apperson at all? He's my neighbor.
Yeah, I know Brent.
He's my neighbor. He's my co-host, my good friend, and business. I do business with Brent as well.
I won't respond to that.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what you do is business.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right. Do you have any questions?
How's softball going? Can I ask you that?
They've been busy.
Yeah.
Last night they won their game when they went to Cozad.
Uh-huh.
The night before it was a 1-1, but they're doing very well this year.
Yeah. Is this still 14U?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Yep. This will be her last year, my daughter's last year playing 14U, and then she'll move up. So.
Great.
That does not seem possible.
I know.
Man.
Yep, she's 15.
So, has there been I can only imagine that, and we've kind of talked to Jody about this, but there's a lot of things that have to come together when someone decides to move into off-Broadway. Has there been a kind of big learning curve for you? Or?
There has been.
Yeah.
There has been. I mean, you just, all the different types of questions you have to ask. So, yeah. Yep, it has been. But, life is about learning.
That's right, yes.
You learn every day, so.
Yep.
We learn with every new admission,
yes.
too.
I bet you do.
Yeah. We have something that comes up, and we have to figure it out on the spot, so.
Yeah, every situation is different, isn't it,
Oh, yeah.
Jody? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, everybody has different medical backgrounds and things that they, want to keep, as far as maybe some property that they have that they want to bring in. I mean, I'm sure you have all of that to talk about.
Yeah.
Danielle, have you been able to hit the hot tub yet?
No.
There is no hot tub.
There is none. The residents just have a whirlpool, and that's for them, not for me.
Wow.
Something tells me Jody has prepped Danielle for this interview. It's like, now Dave's probably going to ask you about the hot tub. Be prepared.
I wouldn't do a thing like that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Jody wouldn't do that. You guys are such good sports. We appreciate it. It's a fun place, and I think that's what Jody likes about. I'm working there. Jody's went through some peaks and valleys through the pandemic and all of that period of time, and everybody everywhere were having trouble with having a full staff of whatever type of business it is. And this takes a special type of person to work in this particular field.
You have to be really careful.
Yeah, and I know you've got good people, and you're pretty good shape, I think, as far as help goes. You might be looking for a few positions.
Yeah, we just need an RN consultant and med aids, and that's about it right now.
Okay, so if you're out there and you have those qualifications, they come in and talk to you about it.
Yep.
Get an application.
Sure.
How about rooms? I know you're kind of tight on those too.
Well, I'm glad you asked, Dave, because we are doing a Summer Blast promotion. So for the month of July and August, if you move in either of those months, you will receive 1 month rent free.
Wow.
So that would be the time to do it, because you're saving some money right there.
Yeah, and as we've talked before, summer is the time to do the move.
Yes, it is.
If you can.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. It'd be the best, so you're already in there and established before the winter hits.
Okay, all right.
So.
Sounds great. Was there anything else I know you have some notes there. Is there anything that we didn't ask you about that you wanted to visit about? I know we can go back to the hot tub if you like, but...
No, let me just say that with that promotion, it's available to the first 5 individuals.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So they need to...
Don't hesitate.
Don't hesitate. Now's the time to get in there. Just another quick announcement. Starting July 1st, we're going to start doing monthly giveaways on our Facebook page.
Fantastic.
So everybody will have to tune in and see what we've got every month.
Okay. That's on your Facebook.
Yes.
Okay.
And is that open to everyone?
Everyone.
Oh, wow, great.
Everyone. So, just be something to look out for every month.
Okay.
That's fantastic. And would it ever happen that you would have a hot tub prize?
Especially for you, Dave.
It would really be hot, wouldn't it?
You know, I'm sure I can find something for you.
Actually.
Now, Jody, just imagine this. Imagine going through this on a daily basis, like I do.
I listen in the mornings.
You only have to do it once a week.
Yeah.
Bless your heart.
I listen every morning, and I just have to laugh and giggle on my way to work. I'm sure people passing by think I'm crazy, but...
Jody, as long as we're talking here about the facility, I'd like to ask you, how much lawn do you have there? Do you have very much lawn that needs to be maintained and manicured?
We've got it covered.
That's good.
Well, if you ever...
That was a quick answer, too.
Yeah, it sure was.
I knew where it was going, so...
Something tells me... I think Jody preps for this interview every week when she comes in.
It's getting harder on yours
I
truly.
think she's prepped for a lot of the questions you deliver.
I think when Jody first started coming in here, Danielle, she was, you have to get your feet wet and get on the radio and present your information. And I had the upper hand, but I don't feel like I do anymore.
Whoa. See, over the years, that's what happens.
It does. It really does. Soft ice cream, great desserts, meals, conversation with the meals if they like, or in some cases maybe they have company in and they want to maybe have a snack in their room. That's all doable, right?
It is, absolutely. Talking about the soft serve ice cream, we do have new flavors coming in soon.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not just vanilla and chocolate. So, FYI, dietary manager, I kind of did it without her.
Mm-hmm.
But we've got some new ones coming in. I think I've ordered peach, and there's a Hawaiian salted caramel that's coming in. And I don't remember what the other one is. So be on the lookout for that too. Just come in and visit and have some ice cream.
Well, when it arrives, and if you'd like us to come and do a remote, maybe do it live on location when
have
it arrives.
A taste test
you let us know.
All right.
We can do that real easily.
Yeah.
Sure.
And maybe while we're testing the ice cream, I could go out and do a little trimming on your yard and just kind of spruce it up a little bit.
I was waiting to hear him say, "Eat the ice cream in the hot tub." That's what I was waiting to hear. That would be a sight.
There's just so many things I can allow. We do have somebody that does the trimming of the yard and things like that. So I'm sorry, Dave, but we've got it covered.
Okay.
And in all seriousness, the grounds always look very nice. They really do.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm a little jealous that you're not going to allow me to take my talents and put them to work for you, but you do look like you have adequate and very, very good maintenance there.
We do. I feel like we've got the best. So
Did you say that's the best?
I've heard the billing can be rough when you get it.
Oh yeah, it can be rough, all right.
Yeah, but
and unexpected.
The building is rough, but the lawn is smooth.
Yeah. I don't know that part, but I've just heard the billing is just a little unexpected and harsh.
Well,
it's suspect to say the least.
I'm going to say this right in front of my neighbor because it's better to say things face to face rather than behind their back. But that bill had everything detailed out, and he just kind of whined about it. He was kind of got upset about it, and if he really looks at the value there, he'll understand that it's more than just a lawn mowing. There are dangers. There's sunlight, UV haze that can, cause cancer problems. You got to figure that in, and oil.
Yeah. Well, I'll buy you a $2 bottle of sunscreen. You have to charge me $75 for UV ray exposure.
You cannot use that.
I'll buy you some sunscreen
that
for
cheap
$2.
Sunscreen. It gets your handle, your zero-turn handles get all greased up, and then you'll have an accident.
Oh,
You
my.
realize you're paying for his membership to get a suntan in the tanning bed, too, at that rate.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's a good idea.
I didn't say it was an idea to give you. I just said.
Dave in a suntanning booth. That, I don't know. Just the.
Thanks for the
visual-
picture.
Yeah, the visual idea of that
Brent,
is
don't be
almost-
watching over to
almost
his
scary.
yard.
Next thing you know, he'll have a tanning bed outside. I'll have to look over there and.
Or have one of those lounge chairs out in his yard with him in it.
Yeah, one of those lounge chairs with the. What are those things you like hold the? Oh, those.
It's
Sun.
like reflective mirror or
Yeah,
something.
you know what I'm talking
that
about, where they
three-piece thing.
it catches the sun, and then you hold it under your neck or whatever to give you a suntan.
I
That
don't,
would
have
be
to,
a
I don't have
sight.
to take this abuse. I just don't have to take this abuse.
Well, you're the one that brought it up.
All right.
See, there you go. He starts it. He likes to dish it out, but he's not as good at
He
taking
doesn't
it.
want to take it. There you go.
Now, my wife has mentioned that.
I'm sure she has.
Guys, thanks for coming in. What's the phone number there?
308-872-2522.
Off-Broadway Assisted Living. I think the tallest building in town, right there on Fifth Avenue. First Avenue.
First Avenue.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right where the old First Avenue store used to be.
Oh.
And about where, you're located about where there was a hotel there, or a motel.
Really?
Yeah, many years ago.
And Big J's.
That's
Big
what I
J's
remember it
day.
as.
Yeah, you're a Big J person, probably. You remember
I
Big
was,
J's. Yeah.
yes.
The arcade and hamburgers.
Yeah, because Off-Broadway was built the year I graduated, so.
Oh, was it really? And there's still a piece of that involved in the building, right? And you have the sunroom, which was part of Big J's.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. What do you have plants in the sunroom, or do you just have it for lounging, or?
Right now, unfortunately, we're not really using it too much.
Yeah.
But
Probably a little hot, but that'd be
Yeah.
a great place to get a tan. What if I come down there and just put one of those fold-out chairs in the room there and get the sun through the?
we do have dressing requirements within the facility.
I'm just getting nowhere with you guys today.
Well, I'm hoping we'll be invited back.
You
But
will. You will, as always. Thanks, ladies.
We hope you want to come back.
Yeah. News is next.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. An urgent search continues for the missing Titan submersible with 5 people aboard. Despite fears the oxygen supply has now run out. CBS's Roxana Sabiri.
Engineer Bart Kemper was part of a marine technology group that expressed concerns in 2018.
It follows no code and follows no jurisdiction.
It disappeared Sunday on a trip to the Titanic wreckage. Former Texas Congressman and fierce Donald Trump critic Will Hurd has announced his candidacy for the Republican presidential nomination on CBS.
Too many of these candidates in this race are afraid of Donald Trump, but we also have to articulate a different vision.
At least 4 people have been killed in an apparent tornado that flattened parts of the small northwest Texas town of Matador, and there will be no let-up in severe heat today there. The Weather Channel's Stephanie Abrams.
The heat will soar once again in Texas. It's going to feel like the 1-teens, and unfortunately, there's really no end in sight.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Kevin Wyatt.
Massive trade in the NBA taking place late in the evening last night as the Celtics, Wizards, and Grizzlies have reportedly agreed on a 3-team deal that would send Kristaps Porzingis to Boston, Marcus Smart to Memphis, and Tyus Jones to Washington. In other NBA news, Bucks forward Chris Middleton declining his $40 million player option with the team, and he will become a free agent. In the college ranks, ESPN is reporting that the University of Connecticut men's head basketball coach Dan Hurley have agreed on a new 6-year contract that will guarantee him nearly $33 million. Major League Baseball, the Giants make it 10 straight wins as they beat the Padres 4-2. The Twins with a walk-off win in extra innings, 5-4 over the Red Sox. Guardians beat the Athletics 7-6. In Anaheim, it's the Dodgers beating Shohei Ohtani and the Angels 2-0. Freddie Freeman hitting a solo home run.
Here's your weatherology forecast. For today, we'll see partial sunshine at times, along with a chance for scattered showers and storms developing, high temperatures into the low 80s. Then for tonight, showers and storms becoming more likely, especially later into the night, a low of 63. For Friday, showers and storms likely, especially early in the day, otherwise becoming partly sunny, will work up to a high of 81. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Caro.
Have you Googled yourself lately? Are there negative posts from an ex-employee or from a former client? Maybe an outdated news article or sensitive personal information about your family? Search engines don't always get it right. But right or wrong, it's your reputation on the line. That's where Reputation Defender by Norton comes in. One of the most trusted names in online reputation repair. Reputation Defender has been fixing people's search results for over 15 years. Their cutting-edge approaches help you to wipe away unwanted information in your search results. They also promote the good stuff so that it rises to the top, helping you put your best foot forward. Your good name is too valuable to leave to the whims of a Google algorithm. Take control with Reputation Defender. You can start by getting your free reputation report card at reputationdefender.com or call 800-401-6681 to speak to an expert. That's 800-401-6681.
Brent and Dave with you here on The Breakfast Show. It's 74 degrees under a partly sunny sky. Winds are out of the south now, 5, 6, 7 miles per hour. Still pretty humid. Humidity at 82%. That's a quick look at weather and news at 9. Yet to come, we'll be broadcasting live from Sargent as we'll receive the digital signal from Jeremy Shipe and Shannon from Sargent. And they're going to talk about all the Chokecherry Jamboree and fair activities available to you this weekend.
Great.
Brent, do you have anything there pertinent that you would like to offer our listeners?
Well, yeah, we'll remind you that the Nebraska Lottery has introduced a new scratch game. It's Living Lucky with Luke Combs. Feeling lucky? Well, then try the new $5 Living Lucky with Luke Combs scratch game from the Nebraska Lottery. You could win one of three $50,000 top prizes. Over $950,000 in cash prizes will be given out from anywhere from $10 to $500. Plus, now here's the key thing with this game. If you scratch off the ticket and you don't win, don't throw the ticket away. Enter it into the non-winning. Let's see. Enter non-winning Living Lucky with Luke Combs. If I would just read it right off the sheet, this would be a lot easier. Don't ad-lib, Brent. Plus, enter non-winning Living Lucky with Luke Combs tickets at anylottery.com. And you will be entered in for a chance to win a VIP trip to see Luke Combs in concert and the chance to win $500,000. The Nebraska Lottery, play is good, so go play, but play responsibly.
Thank you, Brent. Thank you very much. It's good to have you folks along this morning. We're going to be picking up the phone here in a moment and seeing if we can catch up with Teresa with Subway.
Fantastic.
Going to do that. I do want to remind you again, the rumor is true. It is fact. Brad Adkins is buying, folks, coffee treats over in Arnold at Brewbakers.
What a generous person.
Yeah, he's something else. He is one outstanding man. And he is just doing it out of the generosity of his big, big heart. So go in and say, I heard on the breakfast show on KCNI KBBN radio that Brad will buy me the coffee of my choice. And charge it to Brad. Just say, charge it to Brad. Let's rehearse that. Charge it to Brad. Oh, I love the sound of that.
Has a nice ring to it.
Oh, yeah. You have something else you want to talk about?
Yes, I actually do. I have one more thing. Tomorrow, of course, today we're going to be in Sargent. Tomorrow, we're going to be in Ansley, and we're going to be in Callaway talking about their big festivals and celebrations coming up this weekend. Callaway's Pioneer Picnic and the Seven Valleys Rodeo is happening this weekend. Seven Valleys Rodeo kicks off this Friday, tomorrow night at 7:30 at the rodeo grounds on Highway 40. If you've never made it to the event, make sure you come this year. You will not be disappointed. It's a great spectator event. They have a lot of fun. Saturday will include a full day of Pioneer Picnic events, and then on Sunday at 10 a.m., the Seven Valleys Rodeo picks up again with the slack before it ends the fun with their Sunday performance at 7:30 with the rest of the rodeo activity. So make sure to visit Callaway this weekend, join in the festivities, and come and watch the Seven Valleys Rodeo this weekend.
New advertisement, window cleans, and everything in both locations today. So pretty excited about it. You know, we've been really training hard to learn how to make sure we make every sandwich right for you all. And so I'm super stoked about it.
Well,
Yeah.
Teresa, I'm glad you brought this up, because when we walk in and we order those sandwiches, we'd probably take a little bit for granted that there's a whole lot of training that has to go in to those
Oh, yes.
sandwiches with the folks to learn how to make them, right?
Yep. You know, just a lot of training. You know, we've been training on our new Subway series, you know, ever since, last year, you know, just trying to get ready to start introducing our new series sandwiches. You know, it's like I told everybody, you know, it's a different way of ordering for customers and for the artists. So yeah, there is a lot that goes into it, behind the scenes, as far as making sure we execute everything properly and just getting everybody on board. I've been with Subway for a long time, and so the way we greet is even changing. So it takes a lot, when you're used to doing something and then they're like, oh no, don't do that no more, you have to change it. It does. It's a lot of just repetitiveness to make sure that we're executing properly.
You bet. And you have the new sandwiches to learn, and of course you have all of the different sandwiches that have been introduced and have been mainstays over the years. So somebody that's new is learning all the original sandwiches all the way to these new ones. Can you describe the new ones for us?
Yeah, we have 4 new sandwiches that are launching today. We have a number 15 turkey, Titan turkey, number 17 garlic roast beef, number 30 the beast. I like that one. And then number 99 the Grand Slam ham.
They sound delicious.
So they all sound delicious. So I'm actually really looking forward to trying each and every one of them. So that way, as well as a customer asks, I can be able to give them good positive feedback on them. But they all, just by looking at them, they all sound so delicious.
They really do. Brent is here, and he has discovered the app in his life.
Yeah.
And he said it's changed his life. I think his daughters were helpful in getting him started, but I know he just loves the way you can use that app, and now you have these new sandwiches. Maybe you want to visit with Brent for a moment. Yeah.
Yeah, Teresa, the thing I love about the app is the notifications that you get that tip you off on deals that are happening through Subway through the app, and we've taken advantage of several of those.
Oh, isn't it great? I mean, yeah, it's so fast, easy, and convenient to be able to order through the app, for, people that have like a 30-minute lunch break who don't have time to stand in line or sit in the drive-through while they're trying to get their order, so they don't have to, they can enjoy their lunch break or whatever the case may be. It's summertime, a lot of people are traveling, so even as people are coming through Broken Bow or anything like that, we have a lot of travelers that will order on the app because it'll pop up where you're at as far as your location, and it'll pop up, Broken Bow, and you can order so that way we can have it ready for you so you can get back on the road to get to where you're going. And so, yeah, I mean, as far as the deals, I love our deals. We have a lot of BOGO deals, and, that's, anybody that has a large family to feed, those BOGOs come in handy.
Yeah, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think a lot of those deals you can only access if you have the app. Am I right on that?
Yeah. Yes. A lot of them, we still send out our flyer for the coupons, but a lot of the deals are through the app, ordering online. It's so nice to be able to save money, and so anybody, like I tell anybody who is not wanting to get familiar or is not sure how to get started with the app, by all means, come into the store and we'll help you get started so that you can be sure to save on the great deals.
Well, I'm one of those people that is not really technology advanced, and I'll be honest, I was very apprehensive about the app and everything, but once I got it, it really is very easy to maneuver, and it's not intimidating at all.
No. Once you, especially if you have your, everybody in the family has their favorite sandwiches they like to go to, and the great part about it is it's able to save, your favorite sandwich for your daughter or your wife or whoever might be you ordering for. So it is really handy once you get started. And like I said, if you're not very tech savvy, by all means stop by and we'll help you get started so that we can be sure to get you in on the savings and simplify life.
Yeah. And I'm guessing it probably simplifies things for you folks a little bit too, doesn't it? As opposed to someone coming in to order 6 sandwiches, and back in the day I would read what everybody wanted off the text message that they sent me on their phone.
You know, yeah, exactly. When you have more than, you know, just your sandwiches, you know, instead of having to wait in line as you have 10 sandwiches and you got to sit there and read by each one, it is handy to use that app. Go through and order everybody's sandwich and make sure it's right, and everybody's going to get their order correctly. So, yeah, it does save a lot of time for the customer as well for us.
Yeah. Teresa, refresh everybody on the hours that you're working with right now, and if you're still looking for help or anything else you want to talk about.
Oh yes, we are looking for more sandwich artists. Always looking. So you know, you can stop by and pick up an application, or you can apply online, subway.com /careers. And then our hours are 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. So we're staying open later for, you know, those late night travelers, or even with ball games or whatever summer activities are going on. And, you know, with it being light, you know, the sunlight's out past 9 o'clock or whatever, you know, and so we're busy outside, you know, we're going to stay open so that we can make sure that everybody gets their supper right.
All right. Well, sounds good. We'll let you get back to work. We appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to visit with us.
Yes, that's always great to talk to you guys.
Thanks, Teresa. We appreciate it.
Yep. Thank you. You guys have a good day.
You too. 7:24 is your time. You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN.
Corn rootworm is a growing problem for many Nebraska farmers. For more on this issue, here's University of Nebraska's Bob Wright.
It's worse where we have more corn after corn. If you have several years of corn in a row, the rootworm populations tend to build up. So that's where, you know, particularly the irrigated corn areas of the state is where we have more continuous corn. We had a relatively mild winter, and so there was probably pretty good survival of the eggs in the soil over winter.
FMC's technical service manager, Lily Wadashusky, says there is an in-season application that growers can use.
Stewart EC insecticide is an effective management tool for controlling corn rootworm adults to help reduce egg-laying population. It brings a unique Group 22 mode of action active ingredient to provide strong, long-lasting residual control for up to 28 days.
The service announcement is brought to you by Stewart EC Insecticide from FMC. Always read and follow label directions.
9:25 is your time. We're going to go to Sargent next, Brent, and Jeremy is there along with Shannon and a whole bunch of Sargent friends to talk about the Chokecherry Jamboree and Fair. So let's maybe thank our sponsors before we do that.
Sounds good.
I'll try to take care of that. Trotter's Woe and Go and Trotter Fertilizer, welcome to the Sargent community for the Chokecherry Jamboree. By the way, stop by for some drinks and ice at Trotter's Woe and Go and Fertilizer. Forget-Me-Not Shop, downtown Sargent, a wonderful place for buying gifts. Sargent Packing welcomes you to Sargent this weekend for a great time. There is a champion Chokecherry spitter that is heading up that particular business, as I remember. I don't know if his record was broken or not. Custer Public Power, happy to support the communities in which they serve. The Sargent Fair Board, come and stay a day in Sargent. And Roberts Chiropractic in Sargent is a big supporter of the Sargent community, and they're excited to welcome you to town. First National Bank in Sargent, excited to invite everyone to town for summer fun in Sargent. And don't forget the convenient ATM that they offer at Trotter's Woe and Go that you can use if you run out of cash. Louis Body Shop gives you service you can count on, your complete auto body and repair source for 60 years. Sargent Insurance Agency carry their insurance passionately about working to find the right insurance to fit you. And Sargent Corner Market, when you walk into Sargent Corner Market, you might think you're in Omaha or Lincoln, because that store is fantastic. Large, well kept, and everything you'll need at Sargent Corner Market. And they have everything fresh in every aisle, and hope to see you this weekend. And the Rescue Bar in Sargent, I believe that's where they're broadcasting from here in a moment. And Bow Family Furniture and Flooring, offering quality furniture at family prices. And flooring as well at family prices. Bow Family Furniture here in Broken Bow. It is 9:27. Let's go to Sargent. We'll turn it over to Jeremy Shipe. Jeremy?
All right. Thank you very much, Dave. Yes, we are in Sargent. If I can remember how to turn there we go. I had an echo in my ears. Been a while since I've used the remote broadcast equipment. So we're off and running, and we're with Amber, and Shannon's here with me as well. We've got their microphones there. Give me a test, 1, 2, you two. Are you both there?
Test.
All right. We're going to be talking about the Sargent Fair and Chokecherry Jamboree. Amber, cool theme this year, famous in a small town. Can you kind of give us some background on, I know every single community has a different way they go about choosing the theme each year. Is there a bank of them that you pull from? Do you have some ready to go, or do you just come up with it on the fly?
Oh, we actually start planning the parade about December, January in our meetings, and we just kind of put it out there for everybody to comment, and then we just take it to the table and vote on it when we have like 5 of them. And everybody thought famous in a small town worked good because it also goes with alumni. So that way alumni classes can join in and just be their year of what was famous, and that way it covers everybody.
Well, the one thing you want with a parade theme is to not back yourself into a corner and only be able to do, there's lots of different ways you can go with that.
Yes. We've just gotten lucky the last 4 years, I think. We've just had a good support system of the town that gives us ideas and helps us choose good themes to help keep it rolling with alumni and fair.
Well, and if there's one thing we know, there's a lot of people that could be considered famous from Sargent, right, Shannon?
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Well, Dave was talking about when he was reading the sponsors sending it over this way. Do you remember who won pit spitting last year off the top of your head? Do you know?
No, I don't. Sorry.
Okay. I don't know either, but they would be considered probably famous for the next year.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And same with our Little Miss Chokecherry. She'll go up on Saturday from last year, and then she'll go up and crown the new one for this year.
Great. An opportunity to be on top for a whole year.
Absolutely.
Great.
What's
the age group for Little Miss Chokecherry, since we kind of brought it up here?
I believe it's 1st and 2nd grade.
Oh, how cute.
So
I knew they were young, but I couldn't remember the age.
And they are so talented. It is so awesome. I think Kelly Vincent's in charge of that and has been helping a lot, and it's been beautiful.
Great.
They do a whole talent and everything.
Yes.
Oh, how fun.
Full-on pageant.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, there you go. And then often later in the day, you see Little Miss Chokecherry competing in the pit spitting contest sometimes too, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All-around girl.
She's very, very busy, and then she'll have the parade that night to be up and shining and throw candy for everybody.
That's right.
There you go. Well, let's hop right into the schedule. It's a great schedule again this year. Again, folks, Sargent is where we are at. We're at the Rescue Bar. Thank you very much to them for hosting our remote broadcast this morning. We're going to be talking about events going on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as well. Amber, on Friday, first thing would be cruise night, looks like.
Yes. We thought there's enough people wanting to do fundraisers and stuff that we thought it'd be great to have a cruise night to bring people into town on Friday. That way we can help out the post-prom while they have their hamburger feed for their fundraiser. And then FBLA is having their dance that night from 9 to 12 at the tennis court.
Great. And that's kind of like a precursor to the full day on Saturday. So everyone can kind of dip their feet in, get ready for things for a full day on Saturday just by doing a little bit on Friday.
Yes.
Perfect. And Saturday's got some great events. I think one important thing to talk about would be the opportunity for all of these different fundraisers throughout the day. On Saturday, you've got a volleyball team fundraiser, which is a 5K walk and run, which is always just a great way to start your day.
It is, and it's helping a good cause. Those ladies are doing great. They're always willing to help out when needed, when we need help for fundraising. I think this is their 2nd or 3rd year doing that.
Great. And, no pressure. You can try to be the first person across the finish line, or you can just do what I would do and just keep it easy on your lungs and just kind of cruise and go with the flow, right?
Yeah, I'd be the one that's walking.
Yes, me as well. Shannon,
Just enjoying the time. I don't know.
Walker or a runner? You would
I
run?
think I would start off real strong and end not so strong.
That sounds about right. Yeah. It's the same with when you had the mile run in PE growing up, right? You started with good intentions and you did maybe about the first 2 laps, and then you just walk the rest.
And then you're walking the rest,
Yeah.
and your coach is just, or the PE teacher's just like, run!
Yeah. So that's a good way to start the day. And then kind of a lot of things, I always say, if you don't know where exactly to go when you get to Sargent, if it's your first time coming, just go to the park and then figure it out from there, right?
Absolutely. That is where we try to have most everything right off of 183. You'll see us. If you miss us, you weren't looking.
For real.
That's true. Yeah. You got to kind of open your eyes up and catch it. Let's talk a little bit about what's going on in the park throughout the day. Looks like kind of starts at 11 o'clock and then goes on throughout the rest of the day.
Yeah, we start at 11 with the vendors and craft shows, but also Little Miss Choke Cherry will be going on up on the stage. And then starting at 12 after Little Miss Choke Cherry, we will have the water inflatables for all ages. They will be set up around, and we'll make sure we have the block cut off so everybody can just have fun and not have to worry about anything happening. Then we'll go in at 1:30. They're doing the post-prom Pick a Duck fundraiser, which there will be tickets for sale in the park that morning.
Okay, and talk about the Pick a Duck. Is that that has something to do with like a number on the bottom typically, and they? Oh, go ahead. Oh, you got mics coming at you from all directions.
not that I know, but the post-prom parents have bought little ducks, and they all have numbers on the bottom of them. You buy a ticket, and they're going to be floating in a baby pool. Okay. And I'm not even for sure if Little Miss Choke Cherry or who's going to pick the duck, but somebody will pick the duck winners out of there. But yes, they are little ducks that have numbers.
Great. So it's kind of like a split the pot sort of thing?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Nothing better than a duck to do some fundraising.
Right.
Better than live ducks. That might be a little bit.
Well, they might be hard catching them. And these are the same ducks they use like during the basketball game that you
Oh, the chuck-a-duck.
The chuck-a-duck.
Yeah, we do all things with ducks.
Yeah, so we're kind of ducky around here.
Hey, there you go. Great. Well, maybe a future theme for the entire weekend. Maybe there's something with ducks down the way. I'd like to see some of those parade float ideas with ducks. Good. All right. Well, that's a great sounding fundraiser, and then goes straight to a cakewalk, which I know is always a popular thing.
It is. It's quite fun. I actually am in charge of that. I think we have 15 to 20 cakes showing up, and I'll have little stickers, and the people will just walk, and I'll play music, stop it, and then we'll draw a number, and then they can choose something.
Quick way to give away a lot of cakes very quickly.
It is. But all the kids seem to really enjoy it.
That's great. So that is at 2 o'clock, and that's in the park as well. And just listen for the music.
Yes.
Or watch for the cakes.
And we'll be up on the stage where Little Miss Choke Cherry, since we're after that, we'll be up there so everybody can see us.
Okay. Nice. And then you win a cake, and then you go and do pit spitting, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
And there's several different divisions, right? There's like one for men, women, and then kids as well?
Yes. I think we have it, 3 to 5 and then 6. It just depends how many kids show up. We try to split it up so it's all fair for everybody. But yes, we will have a men's, women's, and then usually there's like a high school group, and then it goes down from there.
So now that Jackie has joined us from Forget Me Not, do you remember who won last year?
I'm
sure
prepared.
It's one of those things that the years all blend together, so I know it's got to be hard.
I think the record was set recently, wasn't it? Because we'll have to look that up and find that out.
Maybe by the end of this it'll come up. You'll remember.
Okay. Well, I do remember when I made that history video about Sargent. The numbers in there were impressive as far as the record at that time. We kind of had to dig back in the record books to find that.
Well, Jackie held it once, didn't you?
You held it at one time, didn't you?
I held it, and Jerry Davenport, but I don't know if Jerry still holds that record, and I think mine was beat, was it last year or 2 years ago, but Yeah. But yeah, it's.
Was it you we were
It's a
talking to
process.
last year at this remote broadcast about your strategy?
Yes.
Because
Yes, it was Jackie.
Because I remember that being somewhat entertaining. You were, it was very descriptive, and I remember, you have to put the pit in your mouth and have it there
Roll
for
it around your tongue or
roll it
something,
around,
right?
get it nice and smooth.
Tongue and get it nice and smooth. Get all the choke cherry flesh off the pit so that the pit will fly.
Okay, so the strategy is to kind of go last, right? Because you want to be sitting over there getting ready and preparing,
Well,
right?
probably, or have your choke, get them as soon as you can and get ready to roll. But if the wind is going with you,
It helps.
yeah,
It's kind of like
that's probably how somebody beat my record.
Probably.
Was
the wind.
That was it.
Well, if it's a windy day, you kind of got to strategize there too.
We have confirmed over the years that Dave is not good.
No,
at
I've
this.
seen it. I've witnessed it. Literally, maybe 4 inches. Is all
Just
the farther it went. It's
Fell out
terrible.
of his mouth,
Yeah.
huh? Okay.
As much as he can talk, it just went.
Dave, you got to practice.
Yeah, there you go. Okay,
It's
well.
on, buddy.
Yeah, well, pit spitting in the city park, that'll be at 2:30. Is that up on the stage as well? Or do they do
No,
that
it'll
on the
be
ground?
down in front of it.
Okay, great.
That way we have plenty of space.
Okay, that's great. I mean,
You got
people
to spread the
people do it like, what,
tarps out
60,
and-
70 feet sometimes, so you've got to
I think.
have...
Yeah, because I remember Dylan Sainer doing that once.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, the stage...
That's
yeah, you
so
just,
impressive.
Not big enough.
Yeah, the
No.
stage isn't big enough.
No.
That's impressive. Okay. Well, get your choke cherries out and do some practicing at home, folks, and then come prepared. After pit spitting, another fundraiser opportunity.
Yes, at 3 o'clock, the 4-H livestock group is doing a muffin drop, and I believe is that one on the tennis court or is it out on the street?
Well, I think it's going to be on the tennis court.
I couldn't remember.
But I didn't know are they still doing pickleball, if that's going to interfere with
Oh.
that. So we'll have to double check that because they will chalk off a bunch of squares, or what we did last year, chalked off squares in the tennis courts and then and I don't know if it'll be a bucket calf again or if we're going to try one of the kids' 4-H pigs or what we're going to do. But there will be
Some
yes.
kind of muffin.
some animal to leave a drop on a number.
There you go. Okay, great. And I've witnessed those sometimes where they bring them out of the trailer, they put them in there, it takes 5 minutes. And I've seen ones where it takes
last year was
all afternoon.
Hours.
It took a while, huh?
Crazy little bucket calf he just wanted to,
Felt the pressure.
yeah.
He just wanted some privacy.
Yeah, probably. That's probably right. Left it all in the trailer on the way to town,
Oh,
probably.
yeah, there you go. Well, that's another great fundraiser, and it's kind of become a staple of celebrations all throughout the area. You can usually see that going on, and if people want to purchase squares, will that be happening that day, or are those already pre-purchased?
The livestock kids have been selling tickets. I do know for a fact there are a few more for sale. So find a Middle Loop 4-H club member or Emily Tobias or Taylor will probably have a few in the park yet to sell, but there will be some tickets, I think, still.
Okay, great. Open spaces. So
Yeah.
get that purchased, and then, maybe you can sneak in a last-minute one, but you got to do it before it gets set up and everything,
Right.
because there's a lot of work involved in setting
And there's
that up.
the kids have been selling a while, so like I said, there's maybe 20 tickets left.
Okay. All right.
Maybe.
It's a hot
So-
ticket.
Hot ticket.
Yes.
All right. And how much are tickets?
$5 each.
Okay. Sounds great. So, again, that'll be going on. And then immediately after that, parade lineup kind of starts. And I know, having been in the parade last year, kind of have a good system, and you've got some good space in order to be able to line up the parade kind of according to section, right?
Yes, they will be setting up. The check-in will be at the baseball field, and that has good amount of space where we can set up on both sides. There's room for everybody, and then we can go down the street if needed to be.
All right, that's great. And you'll have several different rows, kind of, if you just show up there at the baseball park, they'll just kind of tell you where to go, right?
Absolutely. I'm pretty sure there's going to be signs again this year that will say if it's like an alumni float or a business float or an organization. I think they'll have like a horse one and tractors, business, church, and alumni, yes. And there'll be a Little Miss Choke Cherry one.
Okay, yep. Do we know what she's going to be riding on this year yet?
Not that I know of, not yet.
Okay, all right.
Surprise. It is.
It's a surprise. Yep, go and check it out. And I really like this idea. An ugly truck contest this year with categories. Just being ugly in general. Is there an overall category, or it looks like you've got dirtiest, rustiest, and bad paint job?
Yep, those are the 3 categories.
Are there where did this idea kind of come from, Amber? Is it just because there's a lot of ugly trucks driving around, or?
The lady that's putting it on is Jody Delaney. She's the one that brought it to the meeting and said, hey, let's do this. We're like, awesome. And she's just taken and run with it.
Well, I think it's a good idea because we're always applauding, the beautiful cars, the ones with the flawless paint jobs. That we need to kind of pay homage to those ugly trucks that put in all the work, right?
Absolutely. I'm more partial to the ugly trucks, but that's just me.
Yeah, you don't have to baby them,
Exactly. You can still have fun with them.
Exactly. Okay, so that is 3:30, and it's a $10 entry. It's in front of the E-Free Church, and if people want to enter, they can just show up at that time, right?
Yes. I think you can contact Jody Delaney, and she will be able to get you entered sooner, but yes, you can show up and enter the day of.
Okay, that sounds great. And then that takes us right to the parade, and some of those ugly trucks might appear in the parade, right?
Yes, we hope so. We hope they bring them through and hope with all that, make it better.
Okay, sounds great. And parade starts at 5 o'clock. Again, lineup starts right around that 3 o'clock time. Lineup stops at 4:30, something to keep in mind if you're going to be entering something in the parade. That lineup will stop just so everything can be finalized, and you've got to be able to get the information for each float where it needs to be, right?
Correct.
Okay. All right. And to round out Saturday, looks like a couple of great events, one more fundraiser, and then the dance. Tell us about those 2 items.
We do a barbecue in the park with live music. The barbecue is just the pulled pork and pulled beef. And then Taza Lee Scott will be singing up on the stage and entertaining us. And then the Methodist Church group will be doing pie and ice cream.
Well, and I know last year we went to that. My family did. Big crowd on hand. And they do a really good job of moving the line through despite the large crowd. So don't let the crowd of people turn you away, right?
Correct. They have a good setup. The people in charge do amazing. They just get people through very quickly, and it's so good.
It is very good. Very tasty. So that kind of rounds out Saturday, and kind of much like Friday is a little bit shorter schedule leading into the big day on Saturday. There's a couple of things going on Sunday as well, if you want to hit on those.
We have the alumni dance.
Oh, yeah, the alumni dance. Yeah, that's after the barbecue in the park. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You want to talk about?
What do I want to talk
Well,
about?
you want to talk about
that? So this year, I think the weather is going to allow us. We're going to do that outside this year. We'll have it block off the street, and a well-known band will be here. I worked with this guy's wife when I sold Aflac, and so we were kind of in a crunch, and he's willing to bail us out. So looking forward to hearing them and seeing how that all goes.
Where is well-known band from?
So I believe he's in Odessa maybe right now, and I don't know where all the guys are from. I really don't know. I've actually never heard them, but
okay.
It was a scramble to find a band, and they were willing to come and help us out. So we just greatly appreciate that. So
that's awesome.
Yes.
Well, it's ironic. I had never heard of well-known band, but I think a lot of people will enjoy the time.
Yes, I think they will. Yes,
That's
it should be. It should be really good. Like I said, it's a busy time, and there's a lot of people doing their fairs this weekend, so it's really hard to find somebody to play. So we're just grateful that they were willing to do so.
It's hard enough these days finding someone that's confident enough to sing or play a guitar in front of people.
That's right.
Let alone
That's right.
get an entire group together.
Yeah, there's some very talented people out there, but they don't share that talent.
Yeah, exactly. Well, while we've got the microphone in your hand, do you want to talk a little bit about what the Rescue Bar has going on?
So this weekend, the main thing that we'll be focused on is just doing that. We are short-staffed, so we have some help that has reunions and that kind of thing, so they're going to be participating in that. So my help is minimal, so we're just focused on getting through the weekend, actually, and ask that everybody be patient with us. And we're going to do the street dance, so that'll be our main thing, and we are going to close at 10 so that everybody can, when we get done serving food, they can go over there and enjoy the dance and be part of that. So that's really, we don't have anything big planned for this weekend because of that, so
Great.
the help can go and enjoy also.
And I don't know what the weather forecast is for this weekend, but it feels
Saturday's
like the
supposed to
AC is
be-
cool in here, so people can come in and cool off quick.
Yes, and Saturday's supposed to be pretty nice. Sunday we are going to open in the afternoon. I'm not usually open on Sundays, but we will open. We're going to try a pasta bar because they're going to do the firemen's are going to do their water fight right out in front here. So we will be open to accommodate them, and so they can sit on the patio, have a few drinks if they want to, and still see the water fights, I think, is where they're going to be set up. So I think it'll all work out well. But we will have food because there is no, I think, other than the food in the park in the morning, that would be it. So people are willing to, or can stop in and have something to eat that night too, and have a few drinks or whatever they want to do.
Sounds great. And past this weekend, some other things that folks can check out at the Rescue Bar?
So before I go into that, though, I do want to say that last night we had FBLA here, and we did a benefit pizza night, and that went over very well. And roughly, I haven't got the total amount, but roughly it'd be like around $1,600 that they raised last night.
Great.
They did an excellent job, so I just want to commend them for the job that they did, and it was really fun. We served around 128 pizzas, so it was awesome. And so I thank everybody for their patience for that, because you can only push so many pizzas through that oven at so many times, and then as you open that oven to get another one out, then obviously you lose your heat. So as you go on, it gets it takes a little longer.
Sure.
So I do appreciate everybody's patience, and they did. It was a packed house, and it was awesome. And it really, for those kids that have never been in here before or ever making a pizza or waiting on tables and doing our POS system, they all handled it very, very well. So I just want to do a shout out to them and really appreciate them coming in and doing that, because they also helped us out because we were also short of help that night. So it was great.
Kind of all
It
just
was
meshed
a
together.
win-win for both of us. So
There you
it was
go.
awesome. So in July, the main thing that I have is we have some poker runs coming up. So we have Devil's Den, that will be July 8th. That's a Saturday. And also, I think that's the Barb Freeman golf tournament that'll be here in Sargent. July 22nd, we have another poker run. That's the El Dupa poker run. Miles for Heroes is what that one is for. They do a fantastic job. They helped Kyla Stefko raise some money last year. They are, I hope he doesn't hear this, but anyway, they are really a great group of people. They're really, anyway, he knows what I mean. Dan Patterson is one of a kind for sure. And then we have the Combat Vet Run, and that is on the 29th of July. That's for a great cause as well. So any of those poker runs, I encourage them to join those poker runs or donate to those. And on July 22nd, when we have that Miles for Heroes El Dupa poker run, it's also the weekends, the Saturday of the block party. So we are going to do that block party again this year. We'll block off Main Street. And Triple Play will play that night, is who we've got lined up for some entertainment. Going back to that entertainment with these people who have talent. So if there's anybody that would like to share their talent before Triple Play plays, they can contact me, and we'll get them set up, because we would love to have some more entertainment to maybe entertain us the whole entire night till Triple Play plays.
Sure.
But I will not have prime rib on that Saturday.
Sure.
We have the block party, a lot of things going on. The EMTs are going to serve as a fundraiser for a new ambulance, correct, Jackie? Yes. Okay, so they're gonna have food there, so we don't want to take away from that. Plus, like I said, we have the poker run, we have the block party. There'll be a lot going on, so we will not serve prime rib that night. Other than that, I don't have anything else, I guess, personally. I don't know if Jackie wanted to touch any more on the block party or to come and donate that night for the EMTs. That would be great because they're trying to get a new ambulance.
And the money that, okay, so we're trying also for the block party, trying to get a silent auction going, and the money for the block party is going to go to sprinklers in the park. Is that right? Is that what we're doing for the block party?
The block party will be the sprinklers in the park.
Sprinklers in the park. And there's going to be cornhole and putt-putt golf and a lot of fun things that for families.
Yep.
Snow cones, and I'm not for sure what Louie and the crew decided for food, but they're coming up with some.
Well, it was a huge success last year.
Yeah.
It was awesome. So
Yeah.
Okay, and that is the date again for the block party?
July 22nd.
July 22nd.
Yep.
Okay,
It was
sounds
a huge
great.
success and a lot of fun last year.
Great. Well, we'll hope it's a fun one again this year. Be a blast.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for hosting us this morning as well.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming over.
Yeah. Let's talk. Let's get back to Sergeant Fair and Chokecherry Jamboree. Let's talk about Sunday, Amber. A fun way to kind of maybe recover after a busy Saturday. What better way to do that than church and then pancakes, right?
Yes. Yep, church will be in the park at 10:30, and then at 11:30, pretty sure it's the Teachers Association that will help serve the pancakes.
Yep, Louie's cooking pancakes and sausage, and the teachers are to be there to help serve pancakes in the park. There will be some homemade chokecherry syrup. Between the Jackies, I think Jackie Kostler had a little that she set up, and I've got some in the pan going.
Perfect.
As we speak, so yeah.
All right. You're making
there will be chokecherry syrup.
a lot of it, or it sounds like
Well,
it's a
for
lot of
the
work.
pancakes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it does. Sounds like a lot
Great.
of work.
Yeah, that does sound like a lot of work.
Chokecherries are a lot of work, but it's good.
Yeah, there you go. And then great tradition, water fights to end the day. Kind of explain that for someone that hasn't taken that in before.
That'll start at 3, and then the firemen have made a rig that sets up, that puts a giant tub up in the air, and then you just point the water hose at them and try to push it across the line, and it's a lot of fun. We've been doing this since, oh goodness, I was little. It's come and gone in spurts, but it's always been a tradition here in Sargent that we always do a water fight. The firemen from all around the areas usually come in and support if they can. It's usually just a good family fun. The kids get to play in water. Sometimes they will set up the little kids one, which...
Yeah, Louis got a little... They may set it up or down the street so that they can do some little kids too, I assume.
Yep, that way.
And they do the non-full force hose for that one too, right? They use a smaller hose so we don't have any kids flying off.
Yes, they do. It's a lot of pressure. I've done it as an adult, and it's a lot of work. I don't know how those guys do it.
Great. Well, that'll be a great way to kind of wrap things up, and kind of gives everybody one more opportunity to come to Main Street and hang out and have some fun together before things are all wrapped up.
Yes, it does. A nice family outing. Just kind of cool down.
Sure. Is there anything that we didn't talk about, Amber or Jackie, that wanted to make sure that we mentioned?
I have a little shout out to a couple of girls that painted on Main Street. They thought they were going to have stencils, and they didn't. They got roped into painting the chokecherries and Welcome to Sargent on the street. So I'd like
without a stencil.
Yeah, without a stencil. So a little shout out to Bailey Snyder and Sydney Vincent for getting the chokecherry painted on Main Street.
Wow. That's a lot of pressure. If
It's
I
amazing.
went and
Down
did
by the
that-
park.
If I went and did that without a stencil, I don't think you would know what it was.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Bailey has done some signs for me before too, and she does a nice job just freehanding, but her and Sydney got it painted out, and we'll see. What I never remember, but Mickey seems, thinks there's a stencil somewhere, so we got to find the stencil.
It's going to be pretty big.
Or we're just going to ask Bailey and Sydney to do it.
There you go. Do it each year.
Yeah.
Well, great. Is there anything we didn't talk about for the entire Sergeant Fair side of things? I know you mentioned you wanted to talk about maybe getting some more members for the Fair Board, right?
Yes, we have officer positions open for Fair Board, or any volunteers that wanting to come forward, or if you know you're doing a fundraiser, you want to do a fundraiser next year, please reach out to us. We're always looking for more help or people to help. We're trying to help them also.
And we kind of talked at the beginning of our time here, planning for each year kind of starts at the beginning of the year, right?
Yes, because people book so fast, like Mel said, with bands or just trying to get vendors and craft show, because it is a busy weekend. There's so much going on. We try to make it the best that we can.
All right, great. And it's going to be a great weekend again. Great schedule. If people want to keep up with everything that's going on in the schedule, where can they go and search that out?
We have it out on Facebook everywhere. I've been trying to put it out on like the Custer County Buy, Sell, and Trades. There's posters hung up all over Sargent. I think there's a few in Broken Bow, and I know I hung some up in Taylor. Or if you have any questions, contact us on our Fair Board Facebook page, and we will try to answer you as quick as possible.
Okay, sounds great. Anything we didn't hit on, Jackie, that you wanted to make sure we talked about before we ended?
You have anything going on at the shop?
Yeah, what do you have going on at the shop?
The flower shop. This is 40 years at Forget Me Not Shop. So throughout the summer here, right now I'm getting through a wedding and have a grandbaby coming in July, and then we're going to hit till I think the big party will be during Jolly Jingle. We'll end our, the 40-year party will be probably during that Jolly Jingle that's in November. So anyway, we're celebrating 40 years and grateful for everyone that has supported me through that 40 years.
Sounds like a lot of fun things going on for the 40th year, too.
Well, yeah, we're hoping to get a few things in this summer. I've been trying to get, it's Louis at the Louis Body Shop, my husband, 61 years, and I've been trying to get him. If I put this out on air, maybe we'll get it done. 40 and 61, 101, we ought to be able to do something of 101 years of service in Sergeant. So we're trying to come up with something that we could do later this fall.
Great.
So in the making, but I can't tell you for sure what it is yet.
There you go. Well, it's out there.
Yeah, keep your eyes and ears open because it may be happening.
Okay. Well, it's out there. It's on the air now.
Yeah, it's on the air now, so maybe that'll put a little pressure to get it for him to do something now. I think 101 years is,
That's amazing. That's great.
That's awesome.
Yes. Okay. Well, thank you very much for coming in and talking to us and helping out the discussion.
Thank you.
All right. Anything else, Amber, that we didn't hit on?
I know one person wanted me to touch on about the For Custer County Give and remind everybody you can get on Custer County and you can donate to the pool fundraiser, the library, and economic development.
Okay, great. And this is going to test my memory, but I believe the URL is custercountyfoundation.org/give, the number 4, Custer County. And then it has all of the organizations listed there, and they've got some great incentives for donating. It's obviously the time to do it to these nonprofits. There's a matching pool. I think it's like $50,000 or something like that. So go and donate. And things like the pool and stuff like that. We saw swimming lessons going on our way in here. It's awesome to see that up and going and seeing people in the pool early in the morning.
And that pool open generates business downtown because those people stop and get groceries and come to the flower shop, and get gas, and it's
Ice
that pool.
cream.
Yeah, it's a great, it's a great thing.
Wonderful. And this weekend will be great as well. Again, folks, check out Facebook or anywhere around. Look for the schedules hanging up all throughout Sargent. The fair and Chokecherry Jamboree going on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday should be a really great time.
Yes, it shall.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Before we close out our broadcast here in Sargent, we want to again thank our wonderful sponsors that made it possible. They include Trotter's Woe and Go and Trotter Fertilizer, the Forget Me Not Shop, Sargent Pack, Custer Public Power District, the Sargent Fair Board, Roberts Chiropractic in Sargent, First National Bank in Sargent, Louis Body Shop, Sargent Insurance Agency, the Sargent Corner Market, the Rescue Bar, who hosted us this morning, and Bow Family Furniture and Flooring as well. All right, Shannon, time to hop in the car and head back to Broken Bow.
It's time.
All right, we'll send it back to you guys, and I think we're on cue for Totally Awesome 80s here on KBBN, and we'll get back to the information hour on KCNI. Back to you, Dave.
All right, thank you guys. Appreciate it. Brent, thanks a lot for co-hosting today.
Thank you, Dave.
And of course, thanks a lot for your business and being a neighbor.
Yeah.